this approach of first my own experience, and then the authenticity of the teacher, and then ultimately the authenticity of the teachings he received, which led me to his monastery and becoming a monk. So the way this works, going in reverse order, then the authenticity of the teachings, and then if I really get that, then I'll have a faith to embark upon this path in a way that allows me to really progress. Having said that, it doesn't work in the other order. It does not work because your parents were Buddhist, or they taught you this, or it was in a book, or so-and-so said this, or this teacher is this renowned teacher and he said this. Not going to get you very far on the path. That's a very weak sense of faith. A sense of faith that's going to be required to really engage in some of the efforts required to train and stabilize our attention is really going to come from your own direct testing and experience. And so it's going to require questioning, analyzing, challenging the teachings as they arise, and putting them into practice. As I put them into practice, and things can ripen or not, right? So we're going to test. Then there's this faith, that we can cultivate that's based not on an idea or what somebody told me, but a real sense of direct experience. And so these authenticities, when you look at it, need to come in this other order if it's going to have, the type and the degree of faith that will have us put out a little extra effort, put out a little outside of our comfort zone that will allow us to fully engage in this path. So I think it's really important to start where we're at and not take on a belief of something that doesn't seem to make sense to us. Doesn't make sense to us? Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see what does make sense to us. Is being generous helpful? Is having good ethics, does that make a difference in your life? Patience, is that an antidote to anger? This joyful effort, transforming what we might call effort into recognizing the value of what I'm doing, is that helpful? What about a mind that's stable and present? I can keep my mind here because that's what I'm focused on. Or a distracted mind. Compassion, wisdom, are these things that will help ease suffering? Will they cultivate the inner joy that we seek? Intellectually, we could say, well, that makes sense. But that's not enough. That's okay, well, let me work on generosity and see where that gets me. And by generosity, we're not talking about just donating money. Generosity with my time and attention. Generosity, attending to someone, giving someone my time. Yeah, if I have money or I can offer, I can go help with my efforts. Yeah, those are good. How's that change my world? Ethical behavior, if I engage in virtuous, wholesome activities and avoid the unwholesome, how's that change? So the way to engage in a path is to test it, to apply it, to practice it. And then we have, our answers. But not the other way around. Then you're caught up in dogma. It was written here, so and so said it, therefore. Not going to get people very far.